Hey, Nick A. Myers here. Welcome back to Craft on Tap. We're back with another beer peer review. Today we're going to be drinking some Clown Shoes, which is very exciting. We have 3 different types of beers to sample today, all of which are IPAs. IPAs become so very prevalent in the last decade or so in terms of craft beer making, so there's a ton of IPAs out there in the world. And generally on the show we've strayed away from them just because I'm not a huge IPA fan. However, we got to jump in somewhere. We got to put on our clown shoes and get into the circus. Now, what do we know about Clown Shoes? They've been around since 2011. They started with their Hoppy Feet IPA, and then in 2017 they combined forces with Mass Bay Brewing so that they could have greater access to resources. And now, I believe last year they're up to brewing about 17,000 barrels of beer last year. So incredible for them. Now, as far as the artwork of these bad boys, look at how beautiful that's presented. Love the design, and each of the ones I've seen, even additional to these ones, all look really incredible, bright, colorful. So shout out to their designer, Michael Axt, who I think deserves credit for these presentations here. So today we've got a Bubble Farm IPA, a Zen Garden IPA, which is a New England Style IPA, and we have a Galactica IPA, which is going to be a double IPA. So we've got a little range here, flavors, tastes. I'm kind of excited to see what we got from Clown Shoes, so what do you think? Come on, let's get into these beers, y'all. We'll start right over here with the Bubble Farm. And again, can looks amazing, artwork great, big up Michael. Love the way that beer sounds. Check it out, check it out. All right, let's give it a pour. Oh yeah, look at that. Lots of frothy head there. Really thick head. It's a little cloudy, kind of an amber yellow color. Almost looks a little bit like corn. Let me give it a smell. A little sweet, just a tad. That is very good. Absolutely not super carbonated. It has a little bit of effervescence, but it really finishes fast. Not a lot of lingering on my palate. I'm definitely getting some fruit in there. It's not that hoppy. For an IPA, this is much more subdued than a lot of the IPAs I've tried. This particular beer right here, the Bubble Farm, is really smooth, goes down really nice and clean. Okay, second beer on the docket today is going to be I think we're actually going with the Zen Garden, right? So we've got the New England Style India Pale Ale, which is kind of confusing, yet very intriguing. Another great can. All right, let's give it a pour, you guys. All right, look at that. It's coming out with a much less robust head on it. It's cloudy, but very yellow, almost straw colored on this one. Wow, I'm smelling a lot more of the malt, a lot more of the hops. What I like about a beer like this is it just has such a beautiful color to it, you know? The smell is a little bit different than the last one. Much more robust. It actually, I can taste chocolate, coffee, maybe a marshmallow, some vanilla. It's much more complex than I would have expected. Not a lot of hops to this. It's actually pretty less hoppy, and the bitterness level is a little higher than our last one, so it does tend to linger a little longer. But overall, I would say that this New England Style IPA from Clown Shoes is pretty awesome. So I guess I have to go to New England now and try to check out their brewing process, which I've been told has to do with dry hopping. So they'll add a lot of extra hops to the end of the boil for aromatic purposes. Now we've got one more beer to try. I'm still excited. I'm still maintaining my excitement. I hope you're maintaining your excitement by watching Craft on Tap every week with our awesome new content. Stay tuned to the channel, stay tuned to the YouTube, and just keep supporting, keep commenting, keep liking. All right, the last beer on the agenda today is a Galactica IPA. Again, what an awesome can. Big ups on that. Just love the sound of a beer opening. And this one just dying to get out of the can already. So I'm wondering how much of that's going to come out on the head pour. Oh yeah, I mean look at that. That's got a pretty decent amount of head on it as well. Very thick, very soapy. So almost honey colored. It's very cloudy. I don't see a lot of what's going on in there, so you know, I would like to smell it and get more from it. So this right away, I'm getting a very floral scent. It's almost like rose petals. Some fruit on there, but I don't smell a lot of the wheat. I don't smell a lot of the malt. Let's give it a... Whoa. Yeah, this is very, very sweet IPA. Also, probably the most amount of hops out of these three, but not overwhelming hoppy as well. It is a little bitter, and you know, this one wants to stick around a while. It's a little lingering. It wants to kind of hang out for maybe even kind of rent some space in my palate. A little condo in there. But overall, it's a sweet beer. It's a floral beer. If you like something a little sweeter, and it doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of punch on the hops, but this would be the hoppiest of the three we've tried today. I would say Clown Shoes makes a darn good IPA. Out of the three we selected to try today, my favorite was the first one, the Bubble Farm. I liked it. It was really, really characteristic, but not overly so. Maybe that's just my kind of flavor. But in general, we want you to enjoy Clown Shoes yourself, and when doing so, please drink responsibly. Once again, I'm Nick A. Myers, and you're tuned in to the Craft on Tap show as we bring you content all the time about craft beer and brewing. Stay tuned as we've been brewing our own beer. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to be engaging with you on the whole process of home brewing. We've got a whole tutorial and a whole step 1 through 10 A through Z coming soon. So stick around, like, subscribe, and share. Cheers.